Hello Libra, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of February from the 16th all the way through the 28th. General reading, as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, and of course I'll include a link to the decks that you see here today, Libra. So we're starting things off with the deck by Angelic Revelation 144, the Divine Love Affirmations deck, and then we'll go ahead and grab a message from the Whispers of Love deck, and of course cross watchers are certainly welcome. So let's go ahead and begin and grab your first focus card for this reading for the second half of February. I'm guided to this one here. This card says, I step up and take the initiative with my divine partner. I take the lead in love, sex, and new adventures to keep the passion and romance alive. So that's actually a really great card. So if you resonate with this for yourself, it could be you that's stepping up to take the lead in the partnership, or of course it could be the person that you are focused on for this reading. It's a great card. So let's grab another card here from the Whispers of Love deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What is your second focus message here? I'm guided to this card. We have take a chance on love. Absolutely. You know, when we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And if you've been through something difficult, certainly in love and romance, maybe there was a time when you weren't opening up to the opportunities presented or presenting itself to you, and it could certainly fall on your lap to take the initiative for love to come back into your life. Okay, so take that for how it makes sense for you personally. So let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance from the Pink Divine Love Oracle. This one is by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What else do we need to know in love and life for the second half of February? All right, take a chance on love. We've got communicate, expressing feelings, messages, news. So that's really good. You know, it really does come down to having really good, healthy communication in a relationship. We have Cloud 9, bliss of happiness, seems like a dream. So far, the messages that are presenting itself here are very positive. As long as you guys are open to communication with your person, you're just being able to express how you're both feeling, that could be putting you guys on this Cloud 9 type energy where it does feel blissful, where you guys are happy. It seems like a magical dream, perhaps. We've got red string of fate, spiritual bond can't be broken. That's really interesting because this is the next message, strings. Red string of fate followed by strings, mental, mind games, and manipulation. So I feel some of you guys could be dealing with somebody where they are playing mind games with you. They could have been manipulative with you, which could have contributed to either a breakup or a separation. But there's somebody here for some of you guys where you feel spiritually bonded to this individual, regardless of space, time, distance. That bond cannot be broken. And if communication is not happening here, this could certainly be something that needs to be worked through at this time. So again, who feels the need to initiate this type of communication to get the conversation going between the two of you? We do have locked out, access denied, hard to reach. So I kind of feel for some of you guys, and take this only if it makes sense for you. If someone was playing games with you, they were manipulative, maybe you felt like you couldn't trust this person, you could have locked them out of your life. You could have blocked them on social media or from even calling your phone. You know, as it says, access has been denied. And so maybe at this point in time, you're not making yourself available for someone like that and focusing on somebody that would actually be good for you. And how did you come to that conclusion? Possibly by experiencing enlightenment here, that spiritual awakening, that revelation that's so necessary for you to be able to make better decisions for yourself. So that's really positive. That's really good. Let's go ahead and add to this with messages from my Silhouettes deck, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the second half of February. What else do you need to know? So there's a couple of scenarios presenting itself here. Some of you guys were dealing with somebody that you didn't trust. They were deceptive, they were manipulative, they were playing games, and so you locked this person out of your life. And then for others, there is a particular person where you think about them and they make you happy. The relationship could have been very blissful, and as it says, it felt like a dream. You felt like you were on cloud nine. And if you guys are in separation right now, there could still be interaction in the 5D, telepathically, astral travel, or just your intuition. You still feel bonded to them, perhaps. So let's see what else needs to come through here. We've got bridges. Okay, this card says know which ones you need to burn, which ones to rebuild, and which ones to avoid. And that's a perfect card, I feel, that's coming through here, because we do have a couple of scenarios, and some of you guys know which bridges you do need to burn and let go of. The next card is Dream House, and it does say it's not a home unless we're in it together. Exactly. So unless you're with the one that you care for and love, it's just four walls, you know, without their presence and without your presence in the home. It just feels like an empty space, perhaps. Let's see what else. We do have guidance. Sometimes the path is unclear, and sometimes it shines so bright that you can no longer ignore it, intuitively knowing that's the way you're meant to go. Exactly. So if you know that you're meant to travel down a particular road, you got to trust your instincts, take a chance on the right kind of love. Part of this guidance for me has to do with these bridges that perhaps you're working on rebuilding, or your person is doing that, being able to rebuild that bridge to come back towards you. For some of my feminines, perhaps having been through something very difficult in your relationships or just life in general, maybe you're feeling really broken right now, and it takes someone that comes into your life that could heal that type of experience that you are going through. Somebody, especially if you're in separation from someone that has made you feel this type of happiness. And if you guys are in separation, it's weighing very heavily on you, perhaps. So a broken feminine. We do have curiosity. You won't know unless you ask. And that really does come down to communication, being able to express how you're feeling, being able to communicate with each other, to just have that sit down face to face and to talk and to get everything out in the open. We do have illumination. Okay, and this card says, your love has paved the way for me to return to the only love I've ever known, the only love I'll ever want forever. And I feel, again, that's got a lot to do with the guidance that perhaps your angels, the universe, signs that you are receiving that's trying to get you onto the right path, where you're being led down this bridge back to your person. We have tenderness coming through also. This card reads, no other arms could ever hold me, no other heart could ever love me, no other lips could ever kiss me quite as tenderly as you do. So those kisses, those tender moments that you guys have experienced with the right kind of love, not somebody that you're going to lock out of your life because they hurt you and they were playing games. We do have summertime reflected here. June, July, August is a time frame that you're being given. Illuminated paths again. Isn't that interesting? So part of this illumination right here might have to do with a particular path that you're being led towards, possibly during the summertime, the summer season. This could be a very specific message for Geminis, Cancers, Leos, or Virgos. Okay, so if your person is any of those signs, Libra, or you could have those signs in your chart yourself. So maybe this enlightenment, this spiritual awakening will happen during the summertime for some of you guys. We also have untainted. So this card does say our love is pure, simple, and perfect. I'm grateful that we did not allow outside influences or interferences to contaminate our bond. You are the only one I need in my world, my life, my heart. So being able to work through the challenges of a love that truly is pure, simple, and perfect. And lastly, we've got Portal, which is so cool. This says, your love is the doorway to my heart. And it's interesting how that card is coming through, because just the placement of the cards here, it would have fallen right next to the Dream House card. You know, and here we are with a doorway that could lead back to this home that perhaps you guys had shared at one point in time, or you had a particular dream to buy a home together, live together, however way that makes sense. Very cool. All right, so that's what's presenting itself so far. Let's go ahead and add some tarot messages here to this. So grabbing some messages from my tarot teacher deck, Libra, let's take a look and see what else you need to be made aware of here. Angels and spirit guides for Libra, second half of February. All right. So somebody needs to step up, take the initiative, take the lead in love, sex, new adventures, to keep the passion and romance alive, take a chance on love, have better communication. Angels and spirit guides for Libra. What else do we need to know here? We do have the Six of Swords. Okay, so swords is air energy. Libra, that of course is a part of your own energy. Calmer waters. There's this very healing energy for the Six of Swords. Releasing past baggage, things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. This represents a transition of leaving something or someone behind that was not meant to be a part of your future. And basically just moving on, you know, moving forward with your life. Away from somebody who was playing games with you, perhaps. You've got the Seven of Cups here. So for some of you, maybe your person could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There are opportunities that will present itself here to you, Libra. So there's choices that perhaps at this point in time you need to make, with not just in regard to your love life, because we're focusing on love and life here. So some of these choices that present itself to you might have to do with your family, your friendships, your career, other life-altering choices that you can make in your life. And also part of the reason why we've got somebody who's been locked out might be that they were entertaining other options in love and romance. And that's what contributed to this Three of Swords, which again, swords is air energy. That is your own energy, Libra. So somebody hurt you here. They broke your heart. They betrayed your trust, more than likely due to a third-party situation or a love triangle here. What else, please? We do have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is tapped into some very abundant energy. But it's also someone who's self-sufficient. You know, you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. Maybe some of you guys might even have your own business. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. But this is very successful energy here. The Nine of Pentacles too, though, is somebody who is independent, just kind of being solo right now. So if you're on your own and not with anyone because you've locked somebody out, maybe part of this journey that you're meant to travel, part of this illumination might lead you towards the one that really is meant to be a part of your life. And then we've got the Two of Cups, followed by the Sun, followed by the Star. All of these cards are amazing. So there is somebody that you're meant to unite with that can offer you balance. That could be a potential soulmate, somebody that you'll get along great with. A great connection, very strong connection. And, you know, again, the red string of fate, spiritual bond can't be broken. You might be focusing on a reunion here with this person, and you guys are just very compatible together. There's this mutual attraction between the two of you, and then you've got the Sun right next to it. So you're meant to be very happy, certainly in regard to your love life, as well as life in general, just life overall. This can certainly represent a lot of fun times, letting you know that you are in a position to fulfill your goals, your dreams in life, certainly when it comes to your love connections as well. Very successful, very positive in energy, and unions, marriages, all reflected here. And then you've got the Star card, Aquarius, specifically for some of you, so there's still hope here. This is also a card of wish fulfillment. It's a card of self-care, taking care of you, putting yourself first on your priority list here. And then you've got the Three of Cups, which represents reunions, happiness, again, a positive outcome, new love for some of you, a new beginning, weddings, engagements. Again, so there's a potential for things to really get moving in your love life, especially Libra, where you will be a lot happier, where somebody is going to be able to communicate how they're feeling. Definitely still connected. New beginnings, new love. And then we do have the Temperance card, Sagittarius, specifically for some of you. So this is one of those cards where patience is definitely required to restore the balance between two people and just restore balance in your life overall, Libra. And this does also represent a possible reconciliation for some of you guys, especially if you are in separation from somebody that you still care so much for. You still have so much love for this person. So give it some time and just know and believe that you got to tap into your faith with that Star card. What's meant for you will come back for you when the time is right, you know? You've got some pretty amazing tarot messages reflected right there. So let's go ahead and add to this with some dialogue messages. I'm going to go ahead and grab some cards from my Thinking Man Oracle deck. This is the Volume 2 version. So let's go ahead and see what it is that you need to know at this time. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. Second half of February in love and life. What does the masculine have to say to the feminine? So some of you guys have been dealing with someone who's manipulative and you've locked them out, and there's somebody here that could represent your love of a lifetime. This one says, you know it's me, stop running. So my feminines, if you've been running away from a particular connection, somebody that you feel like you're on cloud 9 with them, but maybe there's a reason why you are just in runner mode right now. So take that for how it makes sense. But this is from the masculine here. And then we've got, I've been keeping tabs on you. Are you keeping tabs on me? So they're really wondering if you've been keeping an eye on them, if you've been keeping tabs, maybe on social media, possibly. This card says, losing you is the single most heartbreaking thing that has shattered me beyond repair. Excuse me. Okay, so if they've lost you, my feminines, they could certainly communicate wanting to return and ready to take a chance on the two of you coming back together. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more. This one says, we got this, and you do. Again, as long as you're both working together, taking a chance on this relationship. Again, you've got the Two of Cups, some pretty amazing tarot cards. You've got the Sun, you've got the Star, all of it very positive in energy. And last message from the masculine, how it breaks me that I never told you that you really are the love of my life, and no one else can ever touch my heart the way you have. So a lot of pretty positive messages from the masculine. So let's go ahead and grab some cards on behalf of the Divine Feminine. So let me grab those cards here. We'll use, let me set these guys aside. We'll go ahead and use my X Oracle for the feminines and see what it is that the feminines want to say. Angels and spirit guides for Libra. So the Divine Feminine, what is it that you want to say to your masculine at this time, especially those who are in separation? This is an interesting message. I thought the grass was greener on the other side. Have I lost you forever? So for some of you, and obviously take this only if it applies, it was the feminine who might have detached from the masculine to entertain other options and other relationships, and come to find out it wasn't what it was not what it was the feminine was looking for. But it could have been the masculine in some instances that locked out this feminine because of that. And then we've got, I want us to start over. Look at this next one. I made a big mistake. So that's very specific for some of you, that it could have been the feminine or whoever resonates with the feminine energy, making a mistake, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, but wanting to definitely start over. Is it really over between us? Please tell me we can try again. And lastly, I've been a walking zombie since you left. Okay, so take whatever part of that message makes sense for you personally, feminines. All right, so definitely wanting to start over, to give this another chance. Okay, so let's add to this with some additional insight from the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. And of course, if you don't resonate with a twin flame connection, you don't have to refer to this message as a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the deck. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? Okay, we've got quite a few cards. We've got balance, which has come through here in this reading already, that's what's needed. You brought balance to my life. We have intoxicating. Your love is intoxicating and magical. It takes me to another place. We've got secrets. There's a lot about me I don't share. Ways I feel, things I have done, I hold it all in. And that might have something to do with a block in communication for some of you. We have clearing the air. I wish we could talk about everything. Exactly. So there's this necessity to communicate and to just be able to sit down and talk. We do have a miracle that's coming through. I'm praying for a miracle that somehow our paths will cross again. And I really feel that that's a really strong possibility for some of you guys. And lastly, someday we will be happy together and look back and laugh at this mess. So just based off of the tarot messages, especially with the Sun card, the Three of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Star, a lot of very positive references to the opportunity to bring things back together and to have another chance in this relationship. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Okay, angels and spirit guides for Libra. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know here? We have cozy. Loneliness can feel so cold when we allow ourselves to wallow in that darkness. It's amazing how uplifting and comforting the right person, the right kind of love is. This is how your love makes my heart feel. Warm, loved, cherished, even on the coldest of days. Okay? And also this cup of coffee right here, also very warm, and somebody could also be a coffee drinker here. Just get out of the cold, especially also for those of you who live in a very cold environment, perhaps. Let's add to this. What else? What else for Libra? We've got road trip. I will walk through life with you any day, anytime, always and forever. Just hold my hand and don't ever let me go. Let's travel this journey together. As long as you're with me, the road ahead will be an amazing adventure. Exactly. But I do feel that it does come down to one person taking that initiative. And that was the very first thing that came through. Taking the initiative with your divine partner to create movement for you guys to work this out. Let's grab one more message. And then we've got protection. Find someone who will shield you from the rain, who will protect you from life's thunderstorms, cherish you through the not-so-good days, hold you through your fears, need you as much as you need them, someone who will never let that umbrella of love go. Okay, so they want to be able to protect you, protect the relationship, and the connection. So that's a really nice message. So wrapping things up here, Libra, let's go ahead and grab some healing messages from your angels for this love and life reading for the second half of February. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra. Some healing messages for you. Study. Some of you guys might actually be studying something right now. Maybe you've gone back to school or wanting to learn something new. This could also be reference to learning lessons, learning life's lessons when it comes to love connections, as well as just life lessons overall. And that rainbow could be of significance for some of you. What else, please, for Libra? We do have surrender and release here, so a reminder to surrender, let things go, that you know it's time to close that chapter of your life. I feel it might have something to do with this person that you've locked out of your life also. And then we've got freedom next to surrender and release. That makes sense for me, because once you surrender and release whatever burdens you've been holding on to that you need to lay down, that's going to free you from those burdens and ready to open up a new door of opportunity, whether that's got something to do with your love life or, again, some other aspect of your life. This is a reminder for you to take care of yourself, certainly physically, okay, body care. Let's grab one more message to wrap things up for the collective, for you, Libra. We've got manifestation, and look at the bottom of the deck, which is miracles. Amazing. You've got miracles on its way to you. Work on whatever it is that you want to be able to manifest the second half of the month. This can pertain to a love connection, of course, but it could also pertain to your career, job opportunities, money matters, your health, your friendships, family, whatever is of concern to you at this time. You've got miracles blessing you, as well as being able to manifest things finally falling into place and coming into fruition. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you, offers you the guidance that can help you out the second half of the month. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.